So hey guys, today I decided to challenge myself and try this new thing where I give a talk. I'm not really used to it, and so I'm gonna fuck around and find out, like Uri just said. Um, and the topic I chose is also relating to this phrase, and it's something that is close to my heart, and I think everyone can relate to, and it's something that I think we all struggle with. Some of us on a daily basis, sometimes less frequently than that, but it's about challenging the comfort zone. And I think everyone knows that challenging the comfort zone is a good thing. It allows us to grow ourselves, grow our skills, become stronger. And if you stop doing that, then you kind of stagnate while the world moves forward, and then you start declining compared to the world, right? Um, but I'm not going to talk about the benefits. I think you all agree that it's a good thing. I'm going to talk about something else, which I think is the biggest reason why we don't pursue it as hard as it's beneficial, and that's the fear, right? Whenever you think about um, learning something new, doing this kind of talk, I was fucking terrified to do this, and I'm already feeling the fear. I'm shaking a bit. Um, so whenever we think about doing something new that is out of our comfort, out of our familiar zone, and we're putting ourselves out there in front of people, we start doubting ourselves, we start panicking, we start getting these butterflies, I was going to say bugs in our stomachs, and it's not a good feeling, right? It's very uncomfortable, and it's basically the fear of failure and looking ridiculous and all that. And it really sucks to go through it. But I'm here to maybe shed a different kind of light on this fear, and maybe it's actually also positive. And I think mainly it has two positive things that I kind of learned throughout my experience. And the first thing is, I think fear is very good at identifying weaknesses that I have. I don't think it comes out of nowhere. I think if I think about an activity and doing it, and then I feel fear, then probably because instinctively I know that I'm lacking something. I'm lacking a skill. Maybe I have these negative thoughts about myself. We can take an example of public speaking, right? Maybe I'm not used to do it. I'm not used to doing it. So maybe I'm not really doing the best hand gestures right now. I keep repeating this gesture and keep, like, I don't know, wiping my pants, right? So that's like one skill I'm lacking, and I probably know that instinctively that I'm lacking this skill because I'm not used to it. Maybe I have this. Maybe I'm predisposed to think that by default I'm gonna fail at something new, and that's a thought pattern that I have in my head. So that's a weakness in the way I think, and I think fear is very good at identifying weaknesses. And another word for weakness is room for growth, or three words for weakness. Right? And I think if you're equipped with a growth mindset, which is a mindset where you're always looking to become better and improve and become a better version of yourself, then I think it's a pretty good deal, actually, that you have this tool that you're born with that is always pointing you towards rooms for growth, where you can grow. You think about public speaking and your fear tells you, hey bro, I think you're quite shitty at that. Maybe you should do it. You think about dancing on the dance floor, but you've not really danced before, so you start feeling fear. Maybe that's something you can explore, right? To grow in and become a better version of yourself. So if you have this mindset and you have the fear together, and it gives you a really good framework for finding things that you can explore and become good at. And then maybe you can look at fear more positively this way. So the next time you feel it, it's not that terrifying. It's more of an invitation to try something new. Then the second thing that I think is good at is being a very good motivator. Let's take the example of, I have a test that is upcoming and I really need to succeed this test. Of course, I'm going to feel some fear towards failing it, right? And that fear is going to drive me to work harder, to prepare well, to study, read books, watch YouTube videos, really work hard, right? And usually with hard work comes better outcomes. So this fear is kind of motivating me to get better outcomes. It's kind of a guarantee, actually, that I will get better outcome because I will have to work harder. And this applies not just to a test that you get at school, but to also any kinds of experiences. But how do we take this in practice? Maybe next time you think about doing something, instead of overthinking it, you can just say yes, right? And that way you kind of committed to it, and then you can trust that the fear will do its thing, and it will drive you to do something good with that experience. That's why I said yes to this talk. I was like, Greta was asking me at lunch, and I was feeling a lot of doubt, and I thought, maybe it's a good chance to apply this thought, right? And say yes immediately and go through it, right? and now I can say that I've done this talk. I've talked to this nice crowd, and maybe it's going to be easier next time. It wasn't that fun leading up to this talk. I was going through the fear and stressing about it. And I think I've done better than I expected, actually. So I'm kind of proud of myself for that. I actually managed to remember all the points I wanted to say. So yeah, I think after this, these two things, identifying weaknesses and being a good motivator, maybe it's easier now to embrace fear more easily than before. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Nice.